Hey guys, I had a request from a subscriber to show how to make a seed starting soil mix from sanitized compost. So I'm going to show you how it's done. One of the most important parts for doing sanitized compost is the compost in your compost pile. One of the important keys is that my compost sits in the compost bin for over a year, and I do hot composting. I'm going to show you when it gets a little closer to spring. I'm going to show you how to do the hot composting the way I do it. It's very simple, but it sanitizes. It starts a sanitizing process for us. First off is, obviously this is not the best time of year to do this because this soil is a little bit frozen because it's so cold. I like to do this in the spring, but all I do, and I also use a wheelbarrow usually, but I have this sieve here. And all I do is I take the compost and I throw it in, and I'm just going to try to get it into this bucket here, and then I sieve it through into the bucket. This step is not necessary, but it's great for getting out the big chunks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bucket of this for you guys, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Now that I sifted the compost, we're inside, and all you're going to do is going to take your sifted compost and we're going to put them in these tin trays. Now you can use a glass casserole dish or whatever for it. I just like to use these tin trays. They're cheap. I can reuse them, and also, you know, for reasons of not using compost soil in the same casserole dish that you might use to eat. So I just use it, make it separate, and you're just going to put it in there. You're going to spread it out. Better if you don't do too deep of a coat. Okay, now that I got it spread out in the trays, I'm going to pop them in the oven at 200 degrees. Well, every once in a while, you're going to pull the soil out and you want to stir it up. Now the reason why we are heating it at 200 degrees is because at 200 degrees, we don't want it to be so hot that it burns the soil. So we're not trying to burn this. We're just trying to cook it really slowly and gently at 200 degrees. We want to bring the soil temperature up to 170, 180, because it's just like when you cook meat, you heat it above 170 so that it kills all the germs. So we're trying to kill all the germs, fungus, all the weed seeds that may be in there, and this is all done at that temperature. So I'm going to just measure it, stick my thermometer in, see what temperature it is. Once we get up to 170, 180, we are going to cook it for another 30 minutes and then we're done. Well, here it is. Our seed start mixture is all done. Notice how, since we put it through the sieve, it's nice and fine and it's ready to go. I'm just going to cool it down. You can always make this in advance and put it in some bags or something like that to save. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, like it, and share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.